Brazen shoplifter ransacking the shelves of a 7-Eleven. The thief allegedly threatened to shoot the workers when they verbally confronted him. And that's when 2 employees were forced to step in and take him down. Viewer warning, this video is a little graphic.
Ain't nothing you can do, man, until the police come in. Hey, don't. Hey, ain't nothing you can do, man. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. Don't do that. You know no more. No more come here, right?
I have no idea. A bystander says the workers then led the thief out of the store, ordering him to never come back again. And now in Chicago, the mayor there defended a swarm of teens who looted and destroyed a convenience store. The mayor insisting it was just a large gathering.
We're not talking about mob actions. I didn't say that. These large gatherings. These large gatherings, just hold on a second, y'all. I promise you, we have time to talk. It's important that we speak of these dynamics in an appropriate way. This is not to obfuscate what is actually taking place. I mean, to refer to children as like baby Al Capones is not appropriate.
Chicago police later arrested 40 of the alleged participants. Dana, we've talked about the issue of crime a long time here, and I mean, obviously we all want constructive solutions, but one of those solutions has to be arresting people, prosecuting people, and keeping them in jail if they are doing bad.
This is like the 4th story I've seen today where somebody is a victim of a crime and they know the police aren't going to make it in time, or there are not enough police. The other one was in Portland.
I saw that with the woman.
That one was on earlier today. And I don't know exactly if these guys own this franchise, but 7-Eleven, you have franchise. And so imagine how hard those people who work there have scrimped and saved, and they're trying to live the American dream, and they're going to get ripped off by this guy. And they know the cops aren't going to come, and if they do, there's no recall. And so one of the things I remember Lawrence Jones has been talking about for a long time on Cross Country and on other places where he's been reporting all around the nation is that, unfortunately, some people are going to want to take matters into their own hands. And they might call it, some might call it vigilante justice, but the other hand is saying, but this is my livelihood. This is my business. This is my life. And this is wrong. Stealing is wrong. And somebody's got to do something about it.
We have a subway situation here with young Mr. Penny in New York. We had the situation with the bodega owner who attacked, who almost was prosecuted. How do you feel about this, Greg?
There's no one has a reason to defend this guy for what he did. He should be saluted. I, for one, salute the stick. It works better than the carrot. What politicians and bureaucrats do not understand, the power and fury that arises from hopelessness.
Yep.
You know, we were in my neighborhood when New York was looted without any resistance. De Blasio pulled back the police. My beloved hood was ruined for months. So I understand the man with the stick. I wanted to be the man with the stick. Unfortunately, I can't be the man with the stick. But all politicians do is throw carrots out there, and now it's time for the stick. And that's not vigilantism. That is just justice. I've watched that video a lot. You know, it's therapeutic. And I also read the comments. Every single person felt good about it. Does that make them bad? No, if you think that's bad, you're the ass. Because you're the one that defends that kind of criminal. The people that feel good is because they're so tired of seeing the same old story. The person that works really hard getting beaten up by a mob, and then the mayors and the bureaucrats defending the mob. So what you get, that's not, I wouldn't even say it's workers' revenge. That is justice, because they can't get it anywhere else. And I hope that guy, when he left that store, spread the word. Don't go to that store. Right. Do not go to that store. And by the way, you know what the other guy was saying? Dude, don't do anything, man. The insurance will take care of it. That's how the system is corruptible. The system tells you insurance will take care of it. The thugs know that. So there is a corrupt system for you.
How do we get more cops on the street?
Well, you have to create an environment where people want to be cops. Right now, you guys have destroyed that. And when I say you guys, I don't mean you personally, Harold, but it's easier to talk like that.
You mean Democrats?
Yeah, obviously. If 7-Eleven fires this guy, he has a job on Jesse Watters Primetime. I don't care if he can't cut tape or doesn't even know who Trump is. He has a job and health insurance on my show. I think everyone should have a stick that size.
Yes.
He went Teddy Roosevelt on him. Speak softly and carry a big stick. If you want to pull out a pistol, that stick was very, very effective. It bruises. It might leave a welt. Maybe draws blood. But that's the perfect weapon for a convenience store defense. Okay? Now, if you want cops to be cops, let them be cops. But these store owners now know you have to sit around and watch.
Yeah.
Who is going to sit and watch
Humiliating.
your store get jacked? No one is going to do that. Sometimes men need to settle things like men, and that's fine by me.
How do we get a better balance? Jesse's right. The police and how people perceive police, or do we just, what do we do?
Why would you as a young person or any person want to be recruited as a police officer? They have, first of all, there's defunding, so there are funding issues in some places, but there's also recruiting. If you know you're going to go risk your life for not a super great paycheck, for people who don't appreciate you when they've been disparaged in so many places, just recruiting is going to be hard to get people out there. But to the point about insurance, you talk to business owners and they will say it does not begin to cover the damage, all the time that they're out of work, that they have to close down, all kinds of things. I mean, there's so many repercussions here. You can understand why people get so frustrated. We don't want that to happen, but I understand it.
Harold, might I add that tonight on my show, I will be playing that entire video, and I will not be blurring the man's butt crack.
Now that is a tease.
That is the tease.
That'll get you to watch. Joe Biden is finally recognizing his